Hi, everybody. It is the last week of Black History Month, and we are chatting with our favorite Black fundraisers that we love and adore so much. And we have Infamous here. Thank you so much for joining me this week. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
I'm so happy to have you. We love everything you're doing, and we're so happy to have you a part of our community. So, thank you for joining me again. Thank you. Thank you. If y'all don't know who I am, I'm Ashley. I'm Tiltify's community manager. I'm also known as Miss Ash Rocks across socials and Twitch and other content creation platforms. But we have Infamous here. It is her day to shine. We're going to talk about her and her content creation journey and why she likes fundraising. But let's start about your journey. Start with the beginning to now. So let's learn a little bit about you, Boo.
In the beginning, so I've been creating content for going on 5 years. I'm like halfway through my fifth year. It started off with me playing fighting games on my PlayStation and just streaming directly from my PlayStation with folks that I knew. Um, like I tell everybody, if it wasn't for my best friend Dark Zero Omega, he started streaming before me, and I was like, "Ooh, this looks fun." And now here we are, like several years later. So, but yeah, I started as a humble console streamer, and I think that that's one of the things that helped me during my journey is I try to stay that humble console streamer in front of any camera. So,
Wow. And when did you start streaming on your computer and getting your PC build?
that was probably 2 years later. I actually had a friend who I had some friends that helped me acquire a PC to stream from. And even though we had the PC, we still, had the capture card and everything.
Mhm.
And as time went on and, things grew and I won a couple grants and, you know, we literally built my current PC, which is Navicore right now last year. She still needs some things, but she's getting it done, But I'm very blessed to have her. And then the PC that was gifted to me, my daughter is playing video games on it, so we'll see what the future holds with her on that one.
Oh yeah, get her started early, okay? Get her started on Twitch, get her into that content creation maybe, Start early, okay? Prodigy, early prodigy. Mama's best, mama's best. That's amazing. And what grants did you get? Were they from A Thousand Dreams Fund or any other different organizations?
So I did win. Both of them were through a Thousand Dreams Fund. I am a broadcast her recipient. And I also am a JBL Quantum Changemaker recipient, which was the first time that they had ever did that as well.
Mhm.
So it was both experiences were different. Didn't expect either one of them. Um, and so much has happened because of both of them. So I'm very appreciative.
Yeah.
And those are like a lot of the motivations towards some of my fundraising.
Speaking of fundraising, good transition. I love it. I love it. How long have you been fundraising? When was your first time?
My first time fundraising is when I fundraised for Puerto Rico when the hurricanes and everything hit down there.
Mm.
That was our first fundraiser, but it was through Dark Zero's channel. So I want to say one of my first fundraisers might have actually been for 1DF, I believe. Like I've done St. Jude, Starlight. I've done so many, but I want to say my first one was, I wanna say 1DF after doing the one for Puerto Rico. So, yeah, that's how it got me started. Because I was like, "We
Wow.
wanna help," and
Mhm.
we did a 24-hour stream. Oh my god. But we did actually hit our goal to that we set. So, it was like, "Yo, this is great." We're helping folks. And it's a good feeling to have, like, "Ooh."
Let's go more into detail. Like, how does it feel to use an online platform to do good for others? How does that feel to you?
Very good. I know a lot of people are like hesitant, to do stuff like that. There's definitely a lot of bad publicity that comes with certain stuff, or, people are very nervous about doing anything on the internet. It's like, I don't want my life and identity, just for doing a good thing. And I think that's like the best thing about Tiltify is it's such a safe place and space, and so many people know it. So it's like, soon as folks hear who it is, and then it's like, oh, it's through Tiltify, it's like that's the trust right there. It's like if you go
Right.
anyplace else, people might be like, I don't know about that. But if you're doing something and they see the Tiltify name, folks don't ask no questions after that. They're here for it, they're ready to support it. And that helps a lot. That shows, like I said, what you guys at Tiltify do is making sure it is safe for us when we are fundraising, that it's getting to the right location. So it helps a lot with the trust.
That's amazing. Yeah. I love that every single penny goes directly to the cause. It does not go through us whatsoever. We don't have to worry about that. We just raise the money. People
Hmm.
donate, boom, it goes right to the cause. And I'm so happy that we built that trust, and it makes it easy to fundraise. You pick your cause, you choose your title, you choose your description. You don't always have to come up with incentives either. We've seen so many different successful fundraisers without incentives, believe it or not, or milestones. But,
Hmm.
I want to talk about what fun things you may have done with your fundraising, such as incentives or milestones.
Let's see. My community loves getting me in cosplay. So anytime that happens and they're just like, "Oh, a cosplay from Imphy is a goal," smack it. I want to say they had me eat pineapples on pizza. They went bananas about that. They were like, because they know I don't like pineapples on pizza. They love to see you eat and drink stuff that you don't like. Listen, that is a thing. From bean boozles to hot stuff to gross stuff, they are on
Mhm.
it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
um, and I want to say the most recent one was, um, I was like, I'll have pants pie me in the face. Whoa, they were like, "Wait, you're just gonna let her slap you in the face?" And, we made like a whole little messy concoction and stuff. And the more that was donated, the messier it got. And they were like, "We're here for this." And as animated as pants is, your kid like, "Wait, I get to embarrass you on
Oh,
stream?"
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
she was
yeah.
for it. So it turned into such an animated experience, and more people were like, "Oh, we're here. Yes, please do this more." So I tried to add something a little different, but I also know what my community loves and what they love to support. So I try to reward with that. Like I said, they love seeing me dress up. So it's like, hey, y'all want that to be the header? That's the header. That's what we'll do. But they also like to see me eat weird stuff. So I throw that out occasionally.
That's awesome. I love the cosplays. That's such a fun and easy way to incorporate for donations, especially when you tie in the milestone and the poll. So, once we hit our goal, we'll do a cosplay. And then you tie
Hmm.
in that poll with it, choose the next cosplay. That's usually what I see with a lot of fundraisers. So it's so
Yep.
much fun, especially when you tie in all your incentives together. So I like it. I like it. And let me know if you do another pineapple on pizza, because I will donate and we cook for you. Okay. Let me know.
Like I keep saying I'm not gonna bring it back, but I feel like I'm gonna be forced
Oh,
to bring it back with like something extra, like mushrooms or something. I don't know. Like,
anchovies. Kick it up a notch.
oh, God.
I've done it. I've done it. It's interesting. It's interesting. But that's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing a little bit about what incentives you do and everything. There's so many people that want to start their first fundraiser and they're so confused, or they don't know what will work, what may work, what won't work. But I'm a big believer in just do it. Okay, just do it.
Mhm,
Whatever's on your brain, just do it, because you never know how your community will react. And I think that's the fun part about it. Just stepping out of your comfort zone within your comfortability, but having fun, while fundraising for a good cause.
mhm.
So while we're on the topic of people wanting tips and tricks for fundraising, what advice would you give a first time fundraiser?
um, we all want to give as much as we can, to the causes, but you also have to be honest and realistic with yourself. Don't push yourself to do something isn't going to be healthy for you. Um, if you can do it, you can do it, but if you can't, it's okay. If you can't, if you promise a 24-hour and you can't, it's okay. If you promise a certain goal and you can't, it's okay. Give yourself grace. Because the fact is you tried. You tried. And like we said before, whatever you can get is going to go towards those causes. And also for me, I do causes that definitely hit home because it lights more of a fire up under you. I am big on, anything that's empowering, anything that's helping children, mental health. So if you have it to your heart to support and give back, your community, others around that's spreading the word about you doing it will see it, and you'll be surprised at who may appear in your stream to donate just because you're so passionate about it. So, and of course, remember to have fun. Always have fun. This is not about, it's not a race. It's not about, who do what. Have fun because that's really what it's for. We want to have fun to raise funds and awareness about these causes. So remember those three things: give yourself grace, have fun, and stick to the core of your heart. Those are my three pieces of advice.
I love all of those and I agree with all of it because it is not a competition. Somebody might raise 20K, somebody might raise $20, somebody might raise $200. And every bit of those amounts are impacting the cause and are going to be so grateful for you and the time you put with your community and fundraising. And I think it's important to be graceful with yourself. I think that's really number one. Even if you plan a fundraise and you don't have the spoons to fundraise, schedule for another time. It's
Hmm.
okay. We'd rather you be at your best and put your energy into fundraising and having a good time.
Hmm.
Because I've had my times where I just had to cancel. I'm like, I
Yeah.
just can't do it. I don't have the mental capacity to fundraise, and that's okay. And I think it's a discussion we need to talk about more.
Hmm.
Charity burnout. It's
That.
something that we talked about. Okay. There was one year where I fundraised every few months. And then the next year came up, I was like, hey, I think I just got off a fundraiser a couple weeks ago and I'm trying to plan another one. I need to give myself some grace and take a break and it's okay. And even if I don't fundraise, I can tell my community about the cause and just bring awareness to
Hmm.
the cause. That's still an impact you're doing. So,
Hmm.
yeah, be gentle with yourself, take time and one of these days we're going to talk about charity burnout. It's definitely an important topic and we'll get to that soon. But those pieces of advice are amazing and thank you so much for sharing because it's super important and you don't hear those pieces of advice very often. So, those were really really good. Thank you. And you're so passionate about fundraising and like you said about causes that you're passionate about. I can't stress how important that is too. Even if you don't personally relate to the cause, if you don't have somebody that has suffered from cancer in your family, still something you care about and you're passionate about supporting is super important to share with your community because then they'll grasp on to your passion as well, and heck, they will donate, they will have fun with you bringing awareness to the cause. So,
Hmm.
again, beautiful pieces of advice. And I wanted to ask you a little bit about what would attribute most to your charity fundraising with your community.
Time. I I
Okay.
have a lot of stuff that goes on with me. I definitely need more time. No, I think for me it's getting the I guess the information out. Um,
Mm.
even if it's not me per se, but definitely like you said, getting the information about the cause, um, and also a lot of seeing the impact that it gives back to. Like I said, I do stuff with 1DF, I do stuff with like Starlight, and being able to see the reactions, to see the happiness from folks, like that helps a lot. And sometimes that's what some people, need to see. It's like, yeah, we know you support, we're here to support you, but we also want to enjoy and be feel proud and happy that we know, this is what's being done. And it's, God, I think I've cried, tears with people, or hearing someone's story about being able to go to school or get medical help, or even puppers, getting the puppers out of some place safe. It's like the stories that get you every time, and sometimes you just need that. So I guess a little bit of uplifting of when you're doing it, and I guess the smiles of when it's over, so you can know that you did a good job, even
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you're tired and I want to take a nap, but it's definitely that internal heart smile.
Yeah, I love seeing what we're doing with our fundraising, and just the impact we're making. Seeing those kids come back with their families and seeing those families be able to have a nice meal, with the babies. We raised $30 for that family to have a meal. Beautiful. We raised $3 for those kids to have those toys or those bandages or whatever they need. So impactful. That's why I say
Mhm.
every dollar counts and every piece of awareness counts. Every second of your time matters. So I love that. I love that. I love seeing our gifts that give. That's usually what I call them. So yeah, that motivates me too. And I love sharing with my community like videos of seeing what we're doing, or the little go-karts with gamers outreach, and oh, look at them playing
Mhm.
with their carts while they're, in care of the hospital. It's just amazing. And it
Yeah.
motivates you to want to do more and do more.
Mhm. Yeah. And that's it right there. That'll be the spark, because you just see this little bit of moment you got to, and it gives you, it lets you feel closer. Like you were saying, even if it's not something in your life or something you're experiencing, knowing that you're helping someone heal or you're helping someone feel safe.
Yeah.
That's something within all of us, and if that lights up a little bit more fire in your heart, by all means, I'm here for it.
Yes. And you're doing all this amazing work with your community. And again, as I Tiltify, we adore you. We love the work you're doing, and we appreciate you for being a part of our community and using our platform to do good. Now, this is your chance to tell your community why you love them. I want you to tell them why you love them and why you appreciate them.
um, the one thing about my community that I love the most is, on the highs and the lows, they are there. We often hear, don't just be there for our bad moments, be there for our good moments. And my community is there for every moment. Every moment, every up, every down. Sometimes they are the moments. It has nothing to do with me. I am just the vessel to bring them together to create the moment. And they are literally the spark that lights within me. And I don't get to tell them. I mean, I tell them all the time, but I don't think there's a bigger way for me to tell them. They're the ones who have said my name, spoke my name, retweeted a tweet, gave a donation, gifted a sub, sat in chat during technical issues. They are there through and through, and that is literally my community is named because of what they are. They are connections to so many different things. They are so unique, but I love them. From the day ones to people that just walked in, that be like, we enjoy the vibes, we enjoy the energy, and it's like, yeah, and they keep it safe too. That's another thing. Like, we can joke, we can laugh, but they are protective of each other, and they are very protective of me. And it's literally like an extension of my family. So I am so honored to have so many people that are in my community. Um I I could ask for more, but honestly, it's okay. like I said, they're there, and I if it's more added to them, by all means, I'm here for it.
Take 'em. I'll take them.
I'm not long as you're on the same vibes and energy, I'm here for it. But the ones that have been here and keep coming in, and like I said, even if they can't make it to a stream and they're just liking a post, complimenting or commenting, or the DMs, messages, little nice thing, gifts. I've just randomly gotten gifts just because, and I'm just like, what? That's the stuff that keeps me humble. I'm just like, but I'm just me, and they're just like, you just really don't know, and I'm just like, wow, So yeah, thank you. I love you all. I love you
And
all
you're
so
here
very much.
today. You're here today
Right.
because of them, and it's because you cultivated the community. I know earlier you said, "I'm just a vessel." Yeah, you are the vessel, but without you, there would be no. What is your community name, by the way?
They're called the Asylum District.
The Asylum District. There would be no
Mhm.
Asylum District without you. So you should be proud of yourself. You should be happy that you cultivated a wonderful and safe space. And especially being a Black woman in a space, it's hard to stay motivated and keep going. You keep going. And I'm so proud of you. And we just have to continue to uplift one another. And I said, Tiltify will continue to uplift you and support you and your content. And we thank you again for being here. So keep on going. Don't stop. We love the work you're doing. You have so much more work to do too. So
Yes. So much more work to do. The year
right.
just started. We're only in the end of February. We still have so much more to do. Oh
Yes.
gosh. Not
Yes.
panicking. This isn't the look of panic. I promise.
But again, thank you so much for chatting with me today, my dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But if there's some peeps that don't know where to find you on socials, where can they find you on socials?
You can literally find me across the board, predominantly everywhere under Infamous. IMFAMOUSX1x. We're still working on YouTube. We're still working on that. That's the only
Mhm.
place we don't have our full name. But every place else, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Twitch. Every place else is spelled that way, so you can find me there. Um, I stream 3 to 4 times a week, mostly in the evenings. I'm always lurking around somewhere. You may see me pop up anywhere, and I
Oh yeah.
promise I don't bite. You can say hi. I promise. I say hi back. I talk in gifs and emotes sometimes, so don't be shocked if you see a stitch hi on a post. But yeah, I'm around, so you can just find me there.
Perfect. And we'll have those links down below. So make sure you keep up with her and her content and go join the Asylum District. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and watching. We will see you next week with our next community spotlight. Bye.